Isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. I am Marian Rose S. Bacod, and I will be presenting our topic on the 8-step communication planning model. So I hope this discussion will help us better understand how communication strategies are carefully planned and implemented. So let me start my discussion by briefly explaining what social marketing is. So according to Philip Cutler et al., social marketing refers to the use of marketing principles and communication strategies to influence behaviors that benefit individuals and society as a whole. So unlike commercial marketing, no, which focuses on selling products or services, social marketing aims to encourage people to adopt positive behaviors that improve public awareness. So, for example, campaigns promoting fire prevention or anti bullying campaigns or community participation, these are all examples of social marketing. And in other words, hindi ito tungkol lang sa pagbebenta ng produkto, no? Ang layunin ng social marketing ay hikayatin ang mga tao na baguhin ang kanilang behavior para sa mas ligtas, mas malusog at mas maayos na komunidad. So why communication planning matters? So according to the Communication Research Center's communication planning model, planning matters because effective communication campaigns do not happen by accident. They require careful planning and strategy. So without proper planning, no, messages may fail to reach the intended audience or may not create the desired impact. So as shown in the slide, no, the Communication Research Center developed the 8-step communication planning model to serve as a blueprint or guide for planning communication campaigns. So if we look at the slide, the model outlines 8 key steps that guide the entire communication planning process. So at kung mapapansin niyo din, no, it's a step-by-step process. Hindi agad-agad gumagawa ng campaign. So dumadaan muna ito sa pag-assess ng situation, pag-set ng goals, hanggang sa communication plan implementation. So now we move to step 1 of the comp planning model, which is the assessing the current situation. So the purpose of this step is to realistically assess the program by identifying both the successes achieved so far and the challenges that still need to be addressed. So before developing any communication plan, it is very important to understand kung ano ang current condition ng program. So communicators need to know where they currently stand because it is very impossible to determine where to go if you do not know where you are right now. So in this step, no, organizations begin by asking the right questions like what are our strengths, what challenges exist, and who are our partners. So these questions help identify important factors that affect the program. And also, another important part of this step is conducting a SWOT analysis. And I believe we are all familiar with this analysis, no? So this helps examine both internal and external factors affecting the program. So yung strength, your weaknesses, yung opportunities, yung threat. So through this process, communicators are able to identify the real issues that need to be addressed before designing a communication strategy. So after assessing the current situation in step 1, the next step is to set communication goals and objectives. So this step clearly defines what the communication campaign intends to accomplish in ways that can be measured. So in simple terms, no, communication goals tell us what we want our message to achieve. So ang ibig sabihin po nito, malinaw dapat kung ano ang gusto nating mangyari pagkatapos marinig o makita ng audience ang ating mensahe. So for example, communication goals may aim to raise awareness or encourage participation or even influence behavior change. So this step also reminds us that Communication goals should support the program's objectives and be realistic and measurable, so we can determine if the campaign was successful. So the next step in the process is identifying the intended audiences. So this step focuses on identifying all potential audiences for each communication goal, and of course learning as much as possible about them. So it is noteworthy that not all people receive or respond two messages in the same way. So different groups have different interests, values, and concerns. So communicators need to clearly identify who their target audiences are. So ang ibig sabihin po nito, kailangan po nating malaman kung sino talaga ang target ng ating communication campaign. So for example, a campaign may target students, teachers, or parents, but each group may require a different communication approach. So mas nagiging effective ang communication strategy if we get to understand that different audiences require different messages. Once the intended audience has been identified, the next step is to develop and pre-test the communication messages. So the purpose of this step is to develop messages that will resonate with the intended audience and encourage them to think, feel, or act in ways that support the communication goals. So messages can be informative, meaning they provide new information, or persuasive, which aim to influence attitudes or encourage behavior change. So, another important reminder is that communication messages should be clear, simple, relevant, and of course, easy to understand. So it is very noteworthy that before launching a campaign, these messages should also be tested with the intended audience to see whether they are effective. So the fifth step in the communication planning process is selecting the appropriate channel, activities, and materials to deliver the message. So ang purpose po ng step na ito is to identify the most effective ways to deliver messages to the intended audience. So communication channels are the platforms or avenues na ginagamit to bring the message to the audience. So this may include radio, social media, television, or even people such as community leaders or advocates. So this means na dito na natin pinipili kung saan at paano ipapakalat ang mensahe para mas madaling maabot ang target audience. So by carefully selecting the right channels, organizations can ensure that their communication messages are delivered effectively. Next is developing an action plan. So this step aims to determine where, when, and how each task will be carried out in order to successfully implement the comp plan. So an action plan technically helps ensure that all strategies developed in the earlier steps are actually implemented. So it organizes the major activities like the timeline, the task, and the person responsible for completing them. So dito na natin inaayos kung ano ang mga gagawin, kailan ito gagawin, at kung sino ang responsable sa bawat gawain. So by having a very clear action plan, organizations can manage their time and resources more effectively and ensure that the communication strategy is implemented. So the next step in the compliant process is developing and pre-testing communication materials. So this aims to ensure that materials will resonate with the intended audience before they are produced and used. So before implementing any campaign, communication materials such as posters, flyers, or videos need to be developed and of course carefully reviewed first. So this means na bago natin gamitin ang material sa campaign, kailangan muna nating ihanda at siguraduhin na angkop ito sa audience. So by doing this step, organizations can improve the quality of their communication materials and also increase the chances that their messages will successfully influence the intended audience. And finally, no, the final step in the communication planning process is implementing, evaluating, and modifying the communication plan. So this step, however, focuses on determining whether the communication plan is achieving its goal and or making adjustments if necessary to ensure the success. So once the communication plan is implemented, organizations need to monitor and of course evaluate its effectiveness. So this means identifying which messages, channels, and activities are working well and which ones need improvement. So tinitignan natin kung effective ba ang mga strategies na ginamit natin sa campaign. Or if there are also strategies that doesn't work, kailangan itong baguhin para mas maging effective ang isang campaign. So through continuous evaluation and improvement, no, organizations can ensure that their communication strategies remain effective and of course align with their communication goal. So that concludes my discussion on the 8-step communication planning model. So mahalaga po ang tamang plano para masigurong ang mensahe ay makarating ng maayos sa target audience. So I hope you were able to learn a thing or two from this presentation. Thank you very much and have a great day.